It is still possible to cling to a concept of the future that is not only complex but also open and accessible to criticism. If history is not yet wrapped up, if there are still ways in which history can unfold otherwise. There should be ways to recognize the world without ignorance. What are the obstacles and support the illusion of human independence and governance? How can one recognize the essential tie between all life forms on Earth and beyond? It is actually quite selfish and egocentric to call it slow. It is perceived as slow because our sensitivity fails to detect it, but we have already changed our perception on time and space. We are now used to these instantaneous transactions. We consume instant. The problem is the short-sighted view of the future. So if the time span needs to include long-term impact and the consequence, the discourse which we tend to encourage must similarly expand the notion of locality and allow for local struggle to reach out to other geographies and inform and shape that the global could become. We believe that this is impossible to tackle any of the problems mentioned without approaching others with whom we share the burden. We believe there is a lot of work which has to be done, and it requires the sharing of the knowledge and resources to make it happen. We want to practice listening to each other and discuss together not only the possible but imagine what can become possible. Future Archive provide a discursive platform that encourages solidarity among social and political actors. The actionable is predicted on the imaginable, yet the imaginable must not be a historical power has been exercised throughout history in ways that exclude certain bodies and voices. History must inform the notion of the future, and only then imagine it bring action to the present.